Hello everyone, it's Professor Zirang 5 back with another weekly news review. So here I am, Steven KL. Nonetheless, if you hear that whirring noises behind me, don't mind me. That's just my aircon blasting. It's very loud. So if it's kind of like interfering with me, just focus on my voice. Just listen to me, and yeah. So anyways, let's get straight into the news. Reviews actually. So we're going to go with last Thursday's news as well. So I'm kind of like doing this once per week. So I'm kind of a little bit slow because I'm kind of like busy. Schedule's kind of like rather hectic, and I can't get enough rest for the past 2 weeks. But anyways, let's get straight into the reviews itself. So we have the last Thursday one. Last Thursday stream will be revealing actually a new right line for Dragon Empire. So they are like based on the Archer's motif. So you have here the first Vanguard is a Scarlet Flare Recruit Brockish. So it's basically the Sanctity Vanguard, basically the Archers and whatnot. So you can see their arts, it's kind of aesthetically quite nice. So there's that. So the second card, the great one, is actually Scarlet Flare Archer Algiredo. They are all archers, alright. So continuous Vanguard skill. If your opponent has one or less rearguards, when you would write Scarlet Flare Bowman, their partner from the right deck, which is the grade 2, you can write without discarding a card from your hand. So basically a free write if your opponent doesn't have, like, if your opponent has one or less rearguards, so it's quite nice. So when this unit is brought upon, if your opponent has 2 or more rearguards, you may call this card to the rearguard circle, thereby ensuring you to gain an advantage even if opponent has a lot of rearguards. So you can get to have an extra calling, extra card to call from your soul. So it's quite nice. You can see the art a little bit. It's quite nice, I guess. They're all archers. Alright, so anyways, we go to the grade 2 itself. You choose their partner. Their partner skills that when this unit is being rolled upon by a card with Ghandeva, so this is a new grade 3 name. Ghandeva in its card name, choose one of your vanguards and reduce its original abilities cost by counter plus 1 until end of turn. So we know that the new grade 3 vanguard will have has a skill that uses a counter blast, and there's that. So there's nothing much. This grade 2 has nothing much other than just like reducing, so it's not a very fall off maybe. Alright, so anyways, let's go with the new grade 3 actually for this new right line. Is just Scarlet Flare Martial Dragon Ghandeva. Right, so it has 3 skills actually. It's quite good. So Vanguard, this is the first skill of Vanguard. When your opponent's rearguard is retired during your turn, you choose a card from your drop zone and you may bind face down. So you can see where it's just going. So basically this is dunkery, I guess. Yeah, because you can get to buying cards from your drop zone face down. So that's the first skill. Second skill, it's a continuous Vanguard. So during your turn, all of your front row units gets 2k for each face down card in your mind zone. So if there are 5 or more, this unit gets 1 crit. So basically if you have 5, which times 2, you have front row plus 10k, and Ghandeva himself gets 1 crit. So then you treat attacker 1 crit, cards face down. This is basically dungery indeed. Alright, so anyways, next one, the third skill is an act skill. Okay, so this card is like has auto, continuous, and act all the time at the same time, so quite nice. So this is once per turn, you counter blast 1, and you choose 5 of your opponent's rearguard with different grades. So it means that you have to target like opponents like grade different like any rearguards with 2 different grades, for example 2, 3, 1. And something along those lines, and you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck and retire the chosen units with the same grades as the revealed cards. Shuffle your deck, and if 1 or less rearguards were retired, draw 1 card, choose a card from your draw, and bind it face down. So again, this is very good. Because you're already ensuring that you can bind like 2 cards face down already. So it's quite good as well, because even if you don't like clear like 2 things, because number 1, it gets to clear your opponent's field, but even if you don't finish clearing all of your opponent's field, like 1 or less rearguards were retired, you get to draw. I mean that you can still get to retire, and if you retire at least 1 or less. So basically, if you don't get to retire anything, you get to draw 1 card as well, and then you get to find it face down. So which is quite good. Super good for this right line. I guess it's basically like something like Eugene, but without the souls or something along those lines. But it's okay. And I've tested like me and my friend has already tested this deck in CFA this afternoon, and it's like with all of the support cards today, I think like with the recent support cards for Ghandeva, it's actually pretty fast, and you again can bind like 5 face downs already by the time you write your first grade 3. So actually quite good. So anyways, we have the support cards here. We have Scarlet Flare, Bowman, Sturkna. So when this unit is placed on the rearguard circle, if you have a Vanguard with Ghandeva in its card name, you Soul Blast 1 and bind off your other rearguard face down. You choose one of your opponent's rearguard and retire it. So another free retiring, so it's a grade 3, it's a rare. If you did not retire, you draw 1 card and you choose 1 card from your drop and bind it face down. So even if you don't get to retire, you get to draw 1 card and you can choose 1 card from your drop and bind it face down. So which is super great. You get to have a draw engine, you get to have the power up with your bind zones, quite good. Alright, and after that you have Drag Reaper Alphaka. You have Auto Rearguard skill. So with your Vanguard with Ghandeva in its card name attacks at grade 3 or greater Vanguard, you Soul Blast 1 and bind this unit face down. Alright, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 3 or less unit from a mountain, call it your rearguard and shuffle your deck. So you can consistently call like decks that are like the support cards such as like the ones that I've mentioned earlier, or you can call like cards that also can retire, like Travis for example, or like any other good generic cards. I have no idea, probably a Dragon Tree Batch or something like that. And you can call it to your rearguard, and therefore you can start filling your board. So quite good, and you shuffle your deck. So it's very nice, and he also himself being the one that gets to bind face down. So quite good. So Ghandeva is getting stronger. Ghandeva is really getting good this time round. Alright, so I'm not gonna get into the cards of the day because I want to like speed this up a bit. But anyways, if you've seen the next few and to recap Tuesday stream, like this week's Tuesday stream, you finally get to see Exalix Messiah in its glory, in its full form, in its full glory. We have Sorcery Exalix Messiah. You have Exalix back, so his skill is actually that you have to discard like next stage, you have to discard like a Messiah for the strike cost, so you cannot discard anything like the Destiny Dealer or like Alter Ego. Not Alter Ego. You cannot discard cards like Destiny Dealer or the other grade 3's name, which I don't remember its name, but you have to discard Messiah for this, so kind of like next stage skill. And when this unit attacks, this is on the GB2. When this unit attacks, you counter blast 1, you choose any number of your own and your opponent's block cards and unlock them. And if you unlock, you choose the same number of your rearguards as the number of cards that were unlocked by this ability. You stand them, and this until the end of turn, all of your rearguards in your front row plus 10k and plus 1 crit. So basically like the same thing as what Exalix used to have. So unlike last time, I think Exalix can get to retire, but this time around he gets to unlock same number of rearguards that gets unlocked by this ability, and he gets to stand them, so which is quite nice. And he front row plus 10k, so added with like the whole crest, you get another additional 5k, gets 1 crit, so quite nice. Very good for Messiah. So yeah, it's very exciting, and I think Messiah is, by the time I upload this video, I think Messiah is out already at this point. So if you want to like very interested to get yourself a Messiah deck, do it as soon as possible. So there we go. Alright, so yeah, kind of nice. And then after that, we have some details of the next cards in the anime. I'm not gonna spoil it, but they have already revealed like the new next cards for what's in set 10. And just like many other people predicted, there is something related to Masques, and this is where we are getting straight into what Mask is. So the first thing is actually like a order card, so which is Mask of Hydragroom. So it's a normal order, so it's not tied to any nations. So it's a card that allows you to look for a dragon tree or a masques. I don't know how to pronounce it. Masks. I don't know. In its card name, you reveal it. Alright. So the skill. Alright. So you look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You choose up to one unique card with Dragon Tree or Masquerade in its card name, reveal it, and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. You can look for the Dragon Tree, you can look for the ones that are like the Dragon Tree Ratchet or Ratchets, or those great ones that are in your nation. So, or you can find something like related Masquerade. So which I'm gonna get into the details of what is actually Masquerade, who's gonna get Masquerade. Alright. So this is act in drop. Okay. This is in the drop zone. If you have a grade 3 Vanguard without Masquerade in its card name, I'm gonna call it Masquerade because there's a few. Yeah. Right. Okay. Counter +1, no, not counter +1, sorry. You reveal one grade 3 card with Masquerade in its card name from your hand and write the card revealed this cost as a stand, so you get to write again. If you rope, you put this card into your soul from the drop zone. And if your opponent's Vanguard or grade 3 or greater, and if you have not Persona rolled during this turn, you activate Persona, right? So, which is good because if you go second and if you have like Masquerade in your card, like in your hand, and this card is in the drop, you can just like write it and activate Persona, so therefore it becomes like front row tanking. So pretty scary, pretty big power. So there is, yeah, I think this is going to be very applicable to those decks that have Dragon Tree at this point. So we already saw that card, which I'm gonna get into. So we have that like this card is gonna play that card, like that card is gonna play this card. So yeah, that's that. Alright, second card we have we have the card from Stoichia, so which is Dragon Tree Wretch. Now they are going to have the grade 2 now. Depth Evolve, Iruf. Okay, Depth Iruf. And it's a Stoichia card, it's a grade 2. So when this unit is placed on the rearguard circle, you counter +1, slow +1. You choose one rearguard circle without the Dragon Tree marker and put one Dragon Tree marker on it. And you search your deck for up to one of the Mask of Hydreigon, the one grade 3 order that I mentioned earlier. You reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So it's the same skill as the grade 1s that has been released in the previous set. And this time round, you can look for the order card. So you reveal it and get to shuffle your hand. Therefore, you can use the order card and play the top 5 Dragon Tree cards. The top 5, you search for Dragon Tree or the Mask card in its name. So it's pretty good. So I am not sure if this set, this is a double rare by the way. So I'm not sure if this set is going to come up all of the like the whole generic cards for the Dragon Tree. And like all nations are going to get this similar card, which I have a feeling they might. And Dragon Tree is gonna get a little bit scarier this time round. I'm not sure how scary, but it's a very slow deck. But the more power ups they can get, the better, right? So you have that. And last and not last but not least, though, we still have one more card to go. We have Kill Severing. Alright, so this is a Stoichia card. So it's a grade 2, but with a 5k base power. Right, so this card is like this. The skill is that it's from your drop, then you're teasing Spiritualist Zolga Masquerade. That's the name. And on Vanguard attacks, if you do not have Kill Severing on your rearguard circle, you counter +1, you retire one rearguard and call this card to a rearguard with a Dragon Tree marker on it. So it's quite nice. If he has like if he's on the Dragon Tree marker, he gets a 5k, extra 5k, so it's like a 10k attacker. And if you get to like write the Persona right because of Masquerade skill, so you get a like 20k attacker. So actually, the card which I actually mentioned is actually this card, right? So you have Teasing Spiritualist Zolga Masquerade. So Zolga has 3 forms now. I have a feeling that Orpheus is gonna get his third form, judging by the by the pace of the spoilers. So you're gonna have to watch the anime, so I'm not gonna like spoil it here. So the skill is that you can only write this card. First skill, continuous. You can only write this card from a grade 3 with Zolga in his card name. So this works with the blue Zolga, this works with the red Zolga. Any Zolga is fine. So you make sure you have to put this like any of the Zolga right lines into the right deck, and then you play 4 of this kind, right? So continuous Vanguard Circle. When you all play a normal order, you can bind a normal order from your drop and Alchemy Magic. So he still retains his Alchemy Magic. So third skill, if you did Alchemy Magic during this turn, all of your front row gets plus 10k. And last skill, Vanguard is an X skill. So once per turn, choose a card with Zolga in its card name from your hand, the soul, or your drop, and remove it from the game. Alright, you choose a card from your drop zone, call it to the rear guard if it's a unique card, and add it to your hand if it's on normal order. So which is nice. So basically, it's retaining this blue and red Zorka skill at all together. It's a mix of both of these two cards. And one thing that I have to point out, and which is like super cool, is that you don't have to bind a different name. So you can like bind. You don't have to like bind the last time where you have to bind a different name. This time you can bind the same name. So you can alchemy magic like two of the orders at the same time. So let's say if I were Yi Wandering Souls, that means you can like drive check 4 times. So quite good. My friends kind of like pointed it out for me, and it's like instantly click into me, so you don't have to like bind another additional different name. So which is good. And the last skill actually is very good. Because you get to remove it and you get to call it just like the origin, just like I think it's the first original like Zorka. You get to call it and you can add it back into your hand. Like if it's a if that is card was a unique card, and if it's a normal card, you can bounce it back to your hand. Therefore, you can alchemy magic again. So quite good. So added with that, there's a soul of the Mask of Hydreigon skill. Plus a Persona Rite, as an alchemy magic. This is actually like a 33k attacker on its own. Your front row already gets a 20k, so quite good. Very scary turn. By the time they first write their first crazy. Alright, so anyways, the next big news for set 11, which they have actually revealed, is they have glitter set. This is now a glitter set in set 11, which we are going to get it like once per year. Okay, so we have Tamayura and Chaos in their new forms. There you can see you have Tamayura, you have Chaos there. I don't know how to read their names with the katakana, right? So you have to forgive me for that. So now we have Chaos, now we have Tamayura, now we have Chaos. Okay, so you have like Masanori, like SEC Secret Rare in DT10. Character hot stamp. I'm not sure if other characters gonna get it. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we have 3 more glitter bosses that actually gets a new form this time around. We have Eva, we have Tegria, and we have Roroa. So all of them, the new art looks super amazing. I kind of like Eva's a lot. So which is nice. Yes. All right. So the title for the next set 11, DBT 11, is actually AU Gextor. And if you actually look very closely, this is actually Ezel, now back in D as an encounter card. So this gets everybody excited. I'm kind of excited as well, although I'm not like I didn't get into Limit Break era back then, but like to see Ezel back with his new art, it's amazing. Yeah, so yes. Ezel's back. Ezel is back. Finally. Okay, Blonde Ezel is back. Alright, so AU Gextor. So it's the name of the set 11. So it's the Clash of Heroes, roughly translated. Alright, so so here's the Q&A. The first question: can you write a Mascus unit on top of a normal unit without Mascus? The answer is yes. If I write a Mascus unit on the normal unit without Mascus, does it activate Persona? Right? No, it does not. So if you like a normal write a Zorka, so if you like write the new Zorka on top of any of the old Zorka, it doesn't count as Persona, right? You have to use the order skill in order for you to like get that Persona right skill, right? On the turn where you play Mask of Hydreigon from your hand, can I activate the effect of Mask of Hydreigon in your drop zone to write a Mascus unit from my hand? Yes, you can. So the last question: when I use Mask of Hydreigon, can I write Teasing Spiritualist Zorka Mascus on any unit? No, you cannot, because you can only write a unit that fits the text on Zorka Mascus. So just to clear up some of the issues that's there, I'm not gonna like super get into it. Alright, so we have the cards of the day. I'm not gonna get into it. So we have the new Ghandeva support over there, so we have 2 cards, so it's quite nice. Alright, so anyways, that's the Thursday stream actually. Okay, about for tonight's Thursday stream, so tonight's Thursday at the time of I'm recording, they actually have revealed some of the things that they have already come out, which is Festival Collection 2023 reprints Front Gate Who is there? Mine. Thank you, Bushiro. We finally have Mine. He is a super expensive card, and I cannot stress how important he is. Alright, it is right in a lot of Vanguard decks. So for them to reprint Mine is super great. I have no idea why they reprint Marudo, because I in my recollection of me playing this game, nobody runs this card. But the PG is amazing, and I'm not sure if they will reprint the PGs. We will hope and reprint some of the certain PR cards or some of the certain. I think Marudo is originally a PR card, but you can correct me on that. But I'm not sure what's that. Okay, so I think they're gonna have to reprint some of the good staples, and the PGs. So I'm not sure if this like Mine is gonna be reprinted in the English set, but I'm not sure if they will reprint Megan in this set as well, because like Mine is in the English reprint for the DBT09. So him being here reprinted makes me wonder if like cards such as like Megan or like Megan, and I don't remember the rest, the English reprints from DBT09 is going to be reprinted here. So we'll wait and see. I'm hopefully that's the way, but I'm kind of expecting like what, and I don't know like what kind of cards they're gonna reprint. So I hope it is gonna be like in there. The other reprints will be featured on March 7. Okay, so that's that. Alright, anyways, for tonight's stream, we have very good cards. Super good cards for Brungate, especially for Office. So Office is going to get really stronger this time round. So we have Cardinal Noid Griunda, which is a grade 2 common. Is it a common? Yes, it is a common. Alright. The skill, when this unit is placed on the rearguard circle from your hand, if your world is Dark Knight or Abyssal Dark Knight, doesn't matter if you have like 1 or 2 set orders. If you like in like the world or set orders, right? If you may look at the top 7 cards of your deck. If you do, you choose up to 2 world cards from among them. You discard them and shuffle your deck. So you can filter back, you can filter out all of your order cards in like as fast as possible. So it's quite good. Or even on the grade 2 turn. So you make sure. So by the time you can write an office regis, you can get to guarantee yourself you can set set order like a world order from your drop zone. So that's good for that. Alright. So second skill, at the end of the battle, that this unit attack the Vanguard. If your world is Abyssal Dark Knight, okay, you retire this unit, you choose a world card from your draw and put it into your hand. So you makes it easier for you to like generate a lot of like set orders from your drop to your hand. So quite useful, and it's easier for you to set and whatnot. So he's going to be a very good card. I have a feeling that most people is gonna play him. So for Office, alright. So we have Cardinal. Second card, we have Cardinal Principal Rafilde, okay, Rafildo. When this unit is placed on the rearguard circle from your hand, if the world is Abyssal Dark Knight, you Soul Blast 1 and call a Shadow Army token in the rearguard as the same column as this unit. So you can get to call 2, but it's a great one with a double rare. I'm feeling it's going to be a double rare. It is a double rare. Alright, so it's a great one, double rare for Office. So, but the issue for me myself, I don't really consider this a good card. It's good to generate like early game. I don't know, like early game Shadow Army token, but other than that, I kind of like feel iffy. I think you're better off playing Tamburino, but anyways, it's still a good card if you want to rush early and whatnot. So, and that's that. Rafido. Okay, last but not least, this is a very, I have a feeling this is going to be a very expensive card. So I'm gonna explain the skill, and you can understand my justifications of why I say this is going to be a very expensive card. Okay, skill. Sight Blade of Investigation Habitable Zone. So it's a grade 2 and it's a set 10. It is in set 10, not a promo. It's a triple rare card. So when this card is discarded from your hand during your right phase, so this is easier for you during like when you discard it for your right phase skill. You Soul Blast 1 and put this card at the bottom of your deck and draw 1. So you means that you don't lose a card. So which is good. Right, so second skill, when this unit is placed on the rearguard circle, If you Persona Road during this turn, you counter +1, you search your deck for up to 1 set order card. It doesn't matter if it's a war order card, it doesn't matter if it's a meteor card, it doesn't matter if it's a research card. You reveal it and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. Until the end of this turn, you can play up to 2 orders, and the next set order you play can be played without paying its cost. Do you know what this means? Do you know what this means? It means that this card is going to be super good in Office, in Eva, in Avant-Garde, in... I am not sure, I kind of like lost... Oh, okay, you can play this in... you can play this in B-Heroes, you can play this in Gravidia even, if you're Persona right. But even then, you get to play 2 world orders, and not 2 orders, 2 set orders, and you can do a lot with setting 2 orders. So you can see how this card is going to be very expensive. I am not sure to what extent, but this card is going to be super staple in almost all of the Vanguard decks that all of us is going to come across. So I am rather curious which deck can actually fit them if they have the space. Eva is kind of a little bit tight. Avant-Garde, you could argue they have room for it. Velstra could probably play this card, like if you can set like 2, I don't know, like if you can set 2 of the product orders, there's a lot of possibilities that you can actually do with this card, like so quite good. I kind of like, when I look at this card, like my initial reaction was like, yo, this is this card is not gonna be it's not gonna be super cheap. It's not gonna be cheap, it's gonna be super expensive, and it's like super good, right? So quite nice. Alright. Anyways, next week we have a brand new grade 3 Hexa-Orb Sorceress. About time that Hexa-Orb gets a new card, because Hexa-Orb has been neglected for so long. It's about time that she gets a buff, as well as more sorcerer support. Thank you. Chapter Century Cycle card also makes an appearance. I have no idea what that card is. Not a new grade 3. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Not a grade 3. Okay, anyways. It's a new Hexa-Orb though, a brand new Hexa-Orb Sorceress. We'll see what it will do, right? But anyways, I'm kinda excited on where this reviews is gonna go. I think set 10 is gonna be so crazy, and set 11 is coming out right up. So I am super excited. I have a lot of expectations out from this set. So we'll see what we'll get for the upcoming weeks and the upcoming month. And I'm so excited, you know. Yeah, I'm so excited for the reviews though, because like Vanguard is like getting like better and better because of the few cards. Office is gonna get better. Yeah, Office is gonna get better. Zonka is gonna get better. Dragon Tree is gonna get better. And set 11 like hypes up all of the glitter players, like so like Tamayura players. I have like a lot of Tamayura players in my locals, so it's about time that a lot of decks gonna get buffed from this set and for the next following set and the next festival collection. We'll see what's in store. So that's about it. I think I'll end my videos here. So if you do like what am I doing here, so you can do like and subscribe. I hope you can share the video, like the video, and yeah, I am kind of excited. If you see like this, I'm kind of like super happy like what Office is gonna get. But anyways, I'm gonna like contain my excitement in another place. So there's that. So we'll see you on the next. I'll see you on the next video, next stream whatsoever. So to give you news, or you can even upload a new video. I'm sorry I kind of like delay some of my schedule, but it's because I'm kind of like busy and I'm finally getting into my masters soon enough. So I'll see you guys next time. This has been Professor 95 signing out.